Today we are going to be testing out Cricut's permanent smart label writable vinyl. That was a mouthful. And we're going to be testing it out using the Cricut Joy, but you can also use the Maker 3 with this material. If you're new here, my name is Nisha. Welcome to Little Craft Nest. And if you're returning, welcome back to another crafting adventure. Now, since we're using smart material, you will not need a Cricut mat for today's project, but you will need a marker or a pen that fits into your machine. So let's jump on to Cricut Design Space and I'll show you how to make a few fun labels. The first label I want to make is for a candle that I picked up at the dollar store. So I'm going to go over to Images and type in Label. And I'm going to click on Free. And let's scroll down here. I like this one here, so let's grab that and click on Add to Canvas. And this is currently sized at 3.2 by 2 inches, and that's actually exactly what I want because I measured my candle beforehand, so this will work out well. But I am going to zoom in at the bottom left here so we can look at this more clearly. Now, the color of these labels are kind of a silvery color, so let's just change the background color here. And the first thing we're going to do is add an offset. However, we're going to drag our dial over to the left, so we're actually making more of an inset rather than an offset. And you can see the blue line here in the middle of my shape, and that is where our inset will be. So I'm going to press Apply. And if we look under Operation, you'll notice that new shape we just created is a basic cut. But I want my Cricut to actually draw a line here. So I'm going to change the operation to pen. And now what will happen is our Cricut will draw this line on our shape. But let's make a double line. So let's go back up to offset. And it looks like we have the same distance here still selected. So I'm not going to play around with the dial anymore. I'm just going to click on Apply. And that second line I made is already set as an operation, so I don't need to change it this time. I do want to add some text on this label to be drawn with a pen. So let's go over to text, and I'm going to type, "Let your light shine." Let's go underneath fonts so we can change this font. Now I want this to be a writing font, so we're going to click on this box right here so we can filter out our results. And I'm going to click on Writing and click on Free. And let's see what this brings up over here. So let's scroll down until we see a font that we like. And I like this second font that it brings up right here. It's called Alyssa Stencil Script. So let's click on that. And here is our new font. And you'll see under Operation that it's already changed our font to a pen rather than basic cut. So our machine will draw these letters rather than cut them. So let's size this down and place it on top of our label here. And that looks really pretty, but let's just make sure everything is centered. So I am going to select all my layers here and click on Align and then click on Center. And now before we go and make this, we need to attach all these layers together. So at the bottom right-hand side, click on Attach. Now, making labels for candles isn't the only thing you can do with the Smart Label Writable Vinyl. We can make labels for a variety of different things. So you could make labels for lip balm. Maybe you make your homemade lip balm and you want to put some stickers on there. It would be great to make labels for any wedding favors or party favors that you're making. Another thing you can do is make teacher stickers, which are a lot of fun. So let's make a few right now. I am once again going to go over to Images, and this time I'm going to type in circle. This one here is a lot of fun, so I am going to select this and click on Add to Canvas. Now this is sized at 3.1 by 3.1 inches, and that's a rather big sticker. So I am going to size this down. Let's make it 1.5. Now I'm going to do the same thing as I did with this sticker. So I'm going to click on it and we're going to change that color again. And once again, I want to add that inverted offset. Now, you don't have to do this. I just find the stickers look a little fancy with a little border going on the inside. So let's press apply. And once again, we'll have to change the operation of this shape to pen. You could just do the one offset, or like we did before, you could add a second one as well. So let's click on apply, and we are going to add some text here. So we have great job written here, but I'm going to change the font once again. Let's select high tide. Now my setting here is still set as a pen operation, and that's what we want. But if for some reason when you are selecting your text and the operation is set to cut, make sure you go down and change it to pen, because for this project, we're not cutting our letters out, we're having our machine draw them out. So let's shrink this great job down and stick this on top. And then we're going to select all those layers, align, center, and then we're going to attach all those layers again together. Something else that's fun to do with this writable vinyl is make gift tags, or maybe you're giving a gift to someone that's homemade. Of course it's homemade, you have a Cricut. So you want to add that little personal touch that says made with love. So let's make a made with love sticker. So this time I'm just going to grab the heart shape, and I am going to type out made. Let's move this up here. It's way too big down there. Made with love. And I want to change the font for this as well. So let's scroll down here and let's select Life's a Party. Now, I really like this font, but as you'll see, these words are really spaced out. There's a huge gap between each of them. So to fix that, we are going to go up to the top, and under line spacing here, I'm going to type in -5 and see what happens. So that brought our letters a lot closer together, but I'd still like them to be a little closer. So let's try -7 and see what that does. They're still a little close. So let's do -9. Okay, that's looking much better. So I can shrink this down, and I'm going to make this heart here gray again. We're going to put the made with love on top. Maybe we can put these letters on an angle. So I'm just going to put my cursor on the corner here, and we're going to rotate this made with love text. Let's stretch it out a bit. It'll kind of look more like real handwriting that way. And let's make this pen color a different color. So far we've just used black. So let's go to the top and change our pen color to, let's do a blue. And the sticker is kind of big, so I'm going to make that a little smaller as well. And I have both layers selected here, so back to the bottom right and click on attach. So I've shown you how to make a few fun labels here. I'm going to quickly make a few more, and then we'll have our Cricut cut these out. So I've made a few more stickers here, and before we go and make these, I've noticed that I have my Cricut Maker selected at the top here, but I need to change this to the Cricut Joy. So I'm going to select Cricut Joy because I'm using material that's specific for that machine. And then we can go ahead and click on Make It. Now I'm getting a project incompatibility error message here, and I will show you how to fix that. So I'm going to click on OK. And if we scroll down here in our layers panel, you'll notice we have some red exclamation marks. So I'm not 100% sure why this does this when you switch back and forth two machines, but I can show you how to fix it. So if you click on the Made with Love layer right here, all we have to do is go beside pen, and you'll notice there's a question mark in the color swatch box. So just click on that and choose your color again. So I'm going to click on blue, and you'll notice now that exclamation mark is gone. So that problem's been resolved, but we do have another one right here. So I am going to click on this layer, and we're going to do the same thing. So right beside pen, once again, we have that question mark. We just need to find our color. So again, I'm not sure why it just doesn't do that automatically when you switch between the machines, but there's an easy fix to it. So it's not something you really need to worry about. Once that's done, we can go ahead and click on Make It. And because we're using smart material, we're going to click without a mat. click on confirm. Now, if you look at the size of our smart label sheets that we have, they are sized at 5.5 inches by 13 inches. So if we were to make these right now as is, you can see we're just going over 6 inches. So if you wanted to make more labels, what we could do is duplicate all these stickers. So up at the top left hand corner under project copies, you can click on the arrow to go up to 2. That means we're going to have 2 of everything here instead of 1, and then click apply. And now you can see that we're almost filling our entire sheet here because now we're just over 11 inches. So we could add even more stickers here. So if we were to add another copy here, project copies 3, we can click on apply. But now you'll see if we scroll down, we are at just over 16 inches and our sheet is only 13 inches. So what we can do is grab some of these stickers and you can see if there's room to stick any beside the other ones. So we can move these around. These hearts can be moved. You can put these up here. And then I can grab this well done sticker and it looks like that looks a little too close. So I'm going to see if I can put this right here. That looks okay. And then we can grab the other one. We can move this up. We can grab this one and move it up. And we can grab this one here. So now we're just over 13 inches. So it will cut off these bottom stickers. So what we can do is select this sticker, click on the 3 dots, and we're going to click on hide selected. And that way our machine will not make that sticker. We're going to do the same thing to this as well. We're going to click on those 3 dots and click on hide selected. Now it looks like we've taken full advantage of our writable vinyl sheet and we're not really going to be wasting much material at all when you do this. So let's press continue. So now we're going to select our base material and we are going to select Smart Label Writable Vinyl. And we'll need to start by loading our black pen into the Cricut Joy. So we're going to first take our blade out and then we're going to grab our black pen and stick it in. We're going to take a sheet of our Smart Label vinyl and feed it through our machine. And then click go on your Design Space screen. And Design Space will prompt you when it's time to switch out your pens. So I'm going to take out the black one and put our blue one in. And then we'll be prompted again when to take out our marker and put our blade back in our machine. And here are our stickers complete. Now, one thing I'm a little bit disappointed about is my marker seemed to give out a little bit with the first few stickers here on the edges, so I didn't quite get a clear line there. But as we went on, my marker seemed to do a better and better job. So what I probably should have done is scribbled my marker on a piece of paper a number of times before I put it into the Cricut Joy, just to make sure the ink is flowing really well so that you don't end up with these muted lines over here. My blue marker was perfect, and again, the stickers at the bottom, there's no problem with those. Now, when using these, you do not want to use transfer tape with this material. So you're not going to be cutting out intricate details. You are making labels with this Smart Label vinyl. So we are going to be using these just like stickers. We're going to peel them off with our hand and stick them to whatever object you want to put them on. But we can weed out the negatives. So let's grab the corner here and we are just going to pull this back and weed it off. And there are our stickers. Now I got this candle here from the dollar store and we can add a label right on here. You could also go ahead and make a label for the top of it. That would be kind of cute. What we want to do first is wipe it down with some rubbing alcohol to remove any stickiness or fingerprints off there. And then we can go ahead and stick on our label. And once it has dried, go ahead and grab one of your labels. And we are going to eyeball this and center this as best we can. And there is our new label for our candle. Now we can always add one of these Made with Love stickers to the bottom. I would just have to peel this label off here first and wipe that down. And then you can give this as a cute little gift. Maybe you make your own candles and these labels would just be the perfect touch for that. And I absolutely love these stickers. I think students would really like to see these on their work, or maybe you like to give stickers to your kids on projects that they do, and I'm sure they really appreciate these. And when they're in the light, you get a nice little rainbow reflection on them, and that looks really neat. Now here is the scrap that we weeded off. Let's see what happens when we do put a piece of transfer tape on this. I have a feeling the color is going to lift right off. Let's find out. So I'm going to just scrape that on there with my finger. And I'm going to peel this off. Oh yeah, you do not want to use transfer tape. This is sticking right to it. I can barely peel this off. It's like a sticker stuck to a sticker, and it's just not working at all. There we go, I got that off. But as you can see, I have left sticky film on top of this very pretty finish, and I totally messed that up. So do not use transfer tape when you're using the Writable Smart Vinyl. I hope you enjoyed today's project. If you like the designs I made today and you don't want to make them yourself, I'm actually going to save them on my Design Space profile, so you'll be able to access them there, and I'll leave those linked down below in the description. I hope to see you on another crafting adventure.